What is up, Midway Mayhem fans? This is Dan, and we are checking back in from Disney's Hollywood Studios, and today is a special day because it is going to be Rise of the Resistance Day. That's right, we're going to check it all out. Let's go!
Hi, how are you? Great.
Please report to Command Center comm scan. Alpha 2.
reports back to IGS cockpit.
BB-8, is everyone assembled? Good. Shouldn't you be in flight prep? Recruits, thank you for joining the cause. A covert resistance team led by my friend Finn has infiltrated a First Order Star Destroyer that is now headed to this system. Your outpost on Batu is no longer safe. We have transports waiting to take you to General Organa's secret base on Pucara. I'll regroup with you there. The Resistance desperately needs your help in our fight against Kylo Ren and the First Order. Remember, it is vital that you keep the location of the Pucara base secret. Lieutenant Beck, one of our top commanders, will lead you.
Affirmative. Transport is ready. Numb and I shall personally see them delivered.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Welcome to the cause. May the Force be with us.
Commander Poe Dameron and a squadron of X-Wings shall escort us to the rendezvous point on Pucara.
Roger, this is Black Leader. I hear you're a fine-looking group of recruits. Well, no time to waste. Let's get you on your way to the General.
Right this way, recruits! Let's go! Let's go!
This is your final call aboard.
I am getting a high reading on the fuel pressure line. That's better. Check the binary motivator. Yes, I just want to be sure.
All recruits must be on board now. Transport is away in 30 seconds.
Good.
Hyperdrive.
Yes, check the hyperdrive also.
Transport takeoff in 20 seconds.
Hyperdrive needs a review.
Good. Airspeed sensor?
Review.
Thank you, Numb. Black Leader, are you and your team ready?
Affirmative. Engines are hot. Red 2, Blue 5, report.
Red 2, check.
Blue 5 standing by.
Engage repulsors and hold on, recruits. More ships. Launch. I am Lieutenant Beck. As you heard from Ray, I have been tasked with getting you to Pucara.
Red 2, Blue 5, keep tight now. Let's get ready to make that jump to light speed on my mark.
Black Leader, we're picking up an unusual signal. Are you spotting anything?
Yeah, I see it. We'll check it out. BB-8, what do you got?
There appear to be a number of small craft heading our way. Raise the shields.
We got company. First Order TIE fighters. Reroute! Reroute! Red 2, Blue 5, we got a clear path so transport can make the jump. They're all over us! I'm hit!
We lost Red 2, more incoming. Blue 5 taking evasive action.
Try to shake him, Blue!
I'm trying, but
We lost Blue 5! I'm gonna try to draw him away!
Copy that. Get us clear so we can make the jump.
Be ready, you won't have much time!
Where are all those TIE fighters coming from? Star Destroyers.
Get out of there!
We can't. We're caught in a tractor beam. It's pulling us in.
I'll get some friends and make this a fair fight. Don't worry, I'll come back for you. Stay strong.
Cargo vessel TR-141, identify yourselves and prepare to be boarded.
This is TR-141. We are a civilian vessel. By whose authority are we being detained?
By the authority of the First Order, Resistance scum. Now bring down your shields and prepare to be boarded.
They'll want the location of our secret base. Tell them nothing. The future of the Resistance is at stake. I have a bad feeling about this. Stand back from those doors.
Now manned by the First Order. Spies, off the ship. Proceed down the hallway for interrogation.
photo here in a second. I think it's weird though, like we were allowed DSLRs up until that one point in the room though.
Stand on the blue line, 2 on the red line.
Okay.
How many in your group?
3, sir.
3? 3, stand on the yellow line. White line. 7.
Or separate. That's fine. Yeah.
Lock your outfit. Still not one. Ready? Whoa. Death Star 3D. I have to resist.
You're only making it worse for yourself.
Just another day.
Excuse me, your cell is now ready. Please remember the colors that you were given all the way forward. Sympathizers. Oh my gosh.
Leave us.
Yes, General.
Enemies of the First Order. We will soon snuff out your meager resistance. You chose the wrong side, and now you will pay. The Resistance prisoners.
You have what I want. You know the location of the secret base, and I will take it from you.
We are needed on the bridge.
Keep the prisoners here. I will return to finish this personally.
Stand back, everybody! We're with the resistance. We're here to break you out. Come with me. We got no time. Right this way. We're gonna get you out. Right this way, recruits.
Then we have the recruits. Wait, you're still here? Poe's coming back with an attack force.
We're about to return you to Batu. Hurry and don't get caught. Lieutenant Beck will guide you.
Recruits, for your safety, stay seated with seatbelts securely fastened. Keep hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the transport and supervise your children. Tell them it's a prisoner transfer. Did it work? Good. Now get a move on. There's a clear path to the turbo lifts at the end of the hallway. Turn right. Probe droid. You're lucky it didn't spot you. Take those turbo lifts and stay out of trouble.
Hey, you're not authorized. Wait, this goes out further.
Your cover is blown. Find an alternate route. Who picked these two droids? androids anyway.
Priority alert. Detachment to level D.
There they are! Fire! Take cover, recruits!
These snake bots just follow us.
This does not look good. Try to find another way down to the escape pods.
The Resistance will attempt to rescue the prisoners.
They have neither the resources nor the courage to engage us.
You underestimate their conviction. Raise the shields!
Shields? I see no evidence.
Now!
Down the alarm! All personnel to their stations!
Sir, the prisoners have escaped.
How brave, but ultimately hopeless.
There's nowhere to run.
Fire the vengeful cannons!
There's no escape. You will tell me the location of the secret base, and then I will destroy you and the Resistance.
Your escape routes came in a little off target. Ground crews will meet you outside the wreck.
Nice job, recruits. Not what you signed on for, but hey, you're Resistance now. I think I have that authority. Right, Beck? Where's the lieutenant? I need eyes on Beck. Line up. Scaffold's party.
Lieutenant Beck here. Beck! I should hope so. Great job, recruits. Thanks to your heroism, the location of the Resistance base is secure. Bravo! Yes, R5, you too. For your safety, stay seated with seatbelts securely fastened. Keep hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the transport and supervise your children.
Hey, you're not authorized. Wait, those are the prisoners.
Take cover, recruits! Get boss! Wait, why are you going up? Shut down! Up is bad! Up is real bad!
Down the alarm! All personnel to their stations!
Sir, the prisoners have escaped.
There's no
Alrighty guys, so we just did it. We did Rise of the Resistance. We waited months, if not years, for this moment. It has finally arrived. Laura, what'd you think?
Wow, guys, that was amazing. It was totally worth the wait. The ride theming was everything I thought it would be. Every show scene, massive show scenes. The AT-ATs, giant AT-ATs, you go through them, you know, battling blazing gun battles. You see Finn there, you see Kylo, you see stormtroopers. They look lifelike. They look like they're right there. They don't look like the animatronics that you see. There's like, I don't want to spoil it for everybody. You guys gotta ride this ride. It's great. I love it, and it's totally worth the wait for me.
Okay, so aside from what Lauren said on that, I'm gonna give away some spoilers. So as far as the actual attraction, scale of 1 to 10, I think it is easily a 10, if not an 11. You can see why there were delays, because the amount of moving things in there is insane. I mean, literally, there's got to be at least probably 10,000 things that move or have to be in the right position or something like that. But as far as the animatronics, probably some of the best I have ever seen. It really kind of makes you wonder what's animatronic and what's a screen. It's really impressive, and I gotta say the flow and story of the entire ride is actually very good as well. Lots of surprises around every corner, and there's so many things to look at that you will not be able to see it all in just one ride. It's going to take multiple rides to actually see and feel everything that's going on inside there. But overall, impressive ride. I cannot say enough. Rise of the Resistance, excellent addition here at Disney's Hollywood Studios, and it really does round off Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. This is what this land was kind of missing and needing, and now that we have it here, this whole area does feel complete. So again, awesome stuff. Rise of the Resistance, same with Smuggler's Run, and Galaxy's Edge here at Disney's Hollywood Studios feels complete now. Alrighty guys, so we're here with Bill, and Bill, you work with Lucasfilm. Can you tell me about what it's like working for that company and then seeing some of your work end up in the parks?
Well, it was my dream to work at Industrial Light and Magic. I was in high school when Star Wars came out, and that was 77, and I ended up getting my first job there in 81. So I've been there 38 years. Working on Return of the Jedi, it was a peak experience, and then after that, I just continued. And over the years, I've been able to work on a bunch of wonderful, wonderful projects there. In 2008, I was asked to be involved with the Star Tours reboot, which was amazing. We took it from the flat film to digital media, stereo, with a branching storyline. WDI always pushing the envelope of kind of what stories they can tell. And then that leads me to this amazing project, which I've been working on for about a year and a half. WDI came to us and they wanted us to do the media, all the stuff you see out the windows, the stormtroopers on the scrims, all that stuff. And they're such amazing people to work with, as I'm sure you know. Their enthusiasm is infectious, and it's such a great partnership.
If you love what you do, you're never going to work a single day of your life. And I got to say, at least with your involvement, when I walked into that room with all the stormtroopers, I literally felt like I was out in space. I literally felt like I was looking out into space and whatnot, and that's a goal of mine one day. I'd love to be able to go out there, so maybe I got a little bit of a preview, but there's a lot of details that go into it, and there's, I'm sure, a lot of different things that go into making these films. You have to do layers, times, approvals, things like that. Can you tell me about one of the most rewarding things it is for you once it's finally done, though?
Well, I will say that films are fairly simple when you think about it. You're in a non-moving theater, it's a flat screen, all you see is what's in here, whereas something like this, it completely surrounds you. So there's a lot of technical challenges to that. As far as, for me, it's just amazing the storytelling ability that you have when you've got something that completely surrounds people. And also, for a film, you're trying to get across a specific story, so you want to be very clear as to the story you're telling. Not with this. We know people are going to ride this dozens of times, and we never want it to be boring. So in the media, there is so much. You cannot take it all in with one ride. You need to go through multiple times. That frigate exploding in the gun deck, that's one of my favorite things. I can just watch that all day long.
I've ridden twice already, and I can already say out of the 2 times that I've ridden, every single time I'm finding something new, and I guarantee you I could ride this 100, if not 1,000 more times, and I will still find something new every single time. What was one of the most difficult or challenging aspects for your job when it comes to this project?
Well, the thing that's always challenging is making sure that our media fits with what's happening in the attraction. Because we do what's called moving eye point, where if you were to just do a static camera and do a render of like that gun deck, your mind would figure out, oh, I'm looking at a projection. So we have to render it from your perspective as you're going through. So that means that the camera needs to be locked to the car, but you've got two cars. So we have to figure out, well, where do we place the camera? Is it halfway in between? Does it bias one or the other? There's a certain art to it. And that's the other thing I love about these projects. There's a lot of science, a lot of math, but there's a lot of art to it as well, and a lot of emotion. Like what feels right. It's not about just what is right, it's about what feels right.
I gotta agree. And is there anything that you can really say is like your own personal, point on the ride? Is there something that you maybe put a little extra touch for you in there?
Well, the frigate was something that I believe we came up with because the guns were firing, and my first question is, well, what are we firing at? Well, we need to see something big out there. But it's such a group effort. It's really hard to say. We had a crew of about 70 people at just ILM to create the media over a year and a half. These are massive screens. That gun deck is 8K by 6K at 60 frames per second. They're doing everything they can to, exactly, but to take it so there's the illusion of what you're seeing is not a projection.
I gotta say, even the projections that I've seen, you're questioning, is that a real person? Or am I seeing a projection in a sense? So that's exactly what they want, guys, in a sense. Bill, I cannot thank you enough for really speaking with us, and I'm really excited again for Rise of the Resistance being here, and Lucasfilm's involvement with it. Again, we wouldn't have this if it wasn't for you guys doing all this. So thank you so much for speaking with us.
Sure, thank you.
Excited to ride. Well, guys, that's going to do it for our video here from Disney's Hollywood Studios, more specifically Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. And again, today we had a chance to do Rise of the Resistance. An amazing attraction. Cannot say enough about it. Scale of 1 to 10, it's got to be an 11. Every single time that I've ridden, it keeps getting better, and there are more things to discover, just like here at Galaxy's Edge. Of course, we're going to have more videos from here, so if you like what we do, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Midway Mayhem, and I will see you out on the Midway.